Welcome back to XboxCorner, my name's Luke, and thus far May has been a reasonably solid month for Game Pass, with the likes of Jurassic World Evolution 2, NHL 22, and of course Farming Simulator 22 hitting consoles, while PC players got to enjoy the awesome Vampire Survivors. But heading into the final week of May, we still have 5 more titles to cover, 4 of which are new Day 1 releases. Now if you missed any of this month's Game Pass coverage, you'll find links to all of our videos on them down in the description box below. But for now, hit that like button like the legend that you are, subscribe to the channel for more Xbox reviews, deals and Game Pass coverage, and let's get into it. So first up, this one's more of an announcement than a brand new reveal, but Cricket 22 has just hit PC Game Pass, and this is one that released last month for consoles, but PC players can now finally get in on the action. Now, as I've said previously, I've never really been a fan of cricket in either its physical or digital forms, but for those who are, then Cricket 22 is likely the best cricket game on the market, and this new iteration features all new bowling and fielding controls, as well as a deep narrative-driven career mode for you to work through. There are also fully licensed teams and match types, including the Australian T20 competition, the 100 in England, and of course everyone's favourite, the Ashes. And the game is apparently more accessible than ever, so if you're into your cricket, then why not give it a go? Our first new Day 1 release this week is Floppy Knights, which, just going by the name, I automatically assumed was a knockoff of Gang Beasts, but it is in fact a deck building strategy game in which you play as a young girl called Phoebe, a talented inventor who is on a mission to save up some cash and move out of her parents' house. Heading out on a variety of odd jobs for the townsfolk, the game has you engaging in turn-based combat in which you summon a variety of plants, monsters and hooligans from floppy disks, and your tactical decisions are made through executing commands via a wide range of action cards. Each deck in the game though has its own unique playstyle and strategies for you to master, be that through exploiting terrain advantages with a plant deck or going on the offensive with the hooligans deck, and it looks to offer a decent amount of variety with these deck types. This blend of deck building and turn-based strategy is an interesting one though. It's one that I've enjoyed in the past with games like Dungeon Top, and so I'd highly recommend checking out Floppy Knights if you're a fan of either of these genres. Hardspace Shipbreaker is the name of our next game, and it's a space-based simulation game all about salvaging scrap from derelict spaceships. It's also another Day 1 release, but unfortunately for PC Game Pass only. Now, the campaign mode puts you in the shoes of an orbital spaceship salvager, who after finding himself in a little bit of debt, ends up working for an interplanetary megacorporation and tasked with stripping valuable components and tech from a variety of procedurally generated ships. Armed with a trusty plasma cutter, you'll have to skillfully navigate your environments in zero G. But gravity is the least of your worries, as each ship features simulated electrical systems, coolant lines and flammable fuel lines, meaning every cut that you make could be your last. Throughout the game though, you'll be earning cash to upgrade your tools and gear, allowing you to take on more lucrative and challenging contracts, but there are also a multitude of difficulties to challenge you or chill to, as well as global leaderboards and weekly challenges for you to complete, and all in all, this one really looks like an interesting premise, and hopefully we'll see it come to Xbox Game Pass sometime in the near future. So undoubtedly the biggest release this week then is Sniper Elite 5, a Day 1 release for Xbox Game Pass, and if you've never actually heard of this series, I'd say it's a game that's best known for allowing you to shoot the bollocks clean off Adolf Hitler, but aside from that, it's a damn good third-person tactical shooter. Acting as a sequel though to Sniper Elite 4, the game once more sees you playing as Carl Fairburn, an elite sniper, just in case you didn't catch that part, who's on a mission to uncover a secret Nazi project, codenamed Project Kraken. Sneaking and shooing your way through 1944 France, you'll be working alongside the French resistance in an attempt to stop the Nazis from ending the war before it's even truly begun. And at your disposal you'll of course have your trusty sniper rifle, as well as a plethora of fully customisable Allied and Axis weaponry, including Sten guns, M1 carbines, and a tasty little pokey stick, or bayonet should I say, for a bit of up close and personal. Having played the 4th game though, I'm actually really looking forward to getting stuck into this one. The gameplay appears to be a bit more open world than previous games, so we'll see how that one plays out, but the series' iconic Grizzly killcam is back with its disgustingly awesome X-ray imagery, and I'm hoping to have a Series X vs Series X comparison out on this one in a couple of days, so make sure to keep an eye out for that one. Our final day 1 release, and indeed final game of the month, is the Pac-man Museum Plus, a compilation tile featuring a ton of different tiles from the Pac-Man series, and it's essentially a sequel to the 2014 compilation of the same name. Now if you've never actually heard of Pac-Man, then quite frankly you should be ashamed to call yourself a gamer, but you'd be forgiven for not having heard of every game in this compilation, as it not only includes all the classics like 1980's Pac-Man, 1982's Super Pac-Man and 2007's Pac-Man Championship Edition, but also 5 newly compiled Pac-Man titles, including the SNES platformer Pac-in-Time and Pac-n-Roll Remix, the Nintendo Wii version of the DS Classic. If you're a lover of the franchise though, this is definitely one to check out. All of the games have worldwide online leaderboards for you to show off your Pac-Man prowess, and there's even a customisable arcade hub which you can decorate to your liking. Overall, a pretty awesome little collection of tiles with this one. So that about wraps things up for another month on Game Pass. We've had some decent releases this month, but which if any of them have you been playing, and will you be playing any of the games mentioned today? Let us know down in the comments section below. Now next month is already shaping up quite nicely, with both Assassin's Creed Origins and the Shadowrun trilogy amongst the announced titles, but we'll be covering all of the new releases once they're announced right here on the channel. If you enjoyed this video though, show your appreciation by giving us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more Xbox deals, reviews, Game Pass content and graphical comparisons, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks everyone, take care.